You can make money playing Counter-Strike thanks to the game's drop system. In this guide, I'll show you how it works, so you can maximize your profits. First, we need to clarify that to obtain drops, you'll need to have Counter-Strike's Prime status active, which has a price of $15. Is it worth acquiring Prime status? The short answer is yes, because if you play the game regularly, you'll end up recovering your initial investment, and you'll also unlock Premier Matchmaking and the anti-cheat system. Once you have Prime status, you simply need to level up to get a drop. The drop system no longer works like in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Now, when you level up, you'll get 4 rewards, from which you must choose 2. Among these rewards, the first option is a case, with a 99% chance of it being from the active drop pool and a 1% chance of the case being from the rare drop pool. The second option has a 100% chance of being a weapon skin. We'll see later which cases and weapons can drop. The third option has a 50% chance of a weapon skin drop and a 50% chance of a graffiti drop. Finally, the last drop is a 100% chance of being a graffiti. Additionally, with the addition of the Armory Pass update, there's also a chance you'll get charmed attachments. These usually have a price of around $1 in the tool store, but I don't recommend getting them, as every time you redeem a charm in the Armory, you receive 3 charmed attachments, and you'll end up accumulating hundreds of them. As I mentioned before, to get a drop you must level up, but you can only get 1 drop weekly. To see if your drop is active, you should go to the store, and on the home page, you can see how much time is left until the drop resets. The drop resets every week on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Within the 99% probability of getting a case from the active case drop pool, you have a 20% chance of obtaining the Kilowatt case, a 20% chance of obtaining the Revolution case, a 20% chance of obtaining the Recoil case, a 20% chance of obtaining the Dreams and Nightmares case, and a 20% chance of obtaining the Fracture case. Among these cases, the most expensive is the Dreams and Nightmares case, which is priced around $2 at the time of this video. The oldest of these cases is the Fracture case, so it's likely to be the next one removed from the active drop pool to make way for a new case. On the other hand, these are the cases you can get in the 1% chance of a rare drop pool, among which the CSGO Weapon Case 1 and the Operation Bravo case stand out, with prices of $115 and $55 respectively. These amounts seem very high considering we can get them simply by playing, but to calculate the probability of getting a $115 CSGO weapon case, we must multiply the chance of getting a rare drop by the chance of getting a specific case from the 30 cases that are in the rare drop, which would be 1 in 3,000 options, or exactly a 0.0333% chance of getting the CSGO weapon case. While seemingly improbable, the sheer volume of Counter-Strike players means someone will inevitably be the fortunate recipient. As a curiosity, there are also 6 discontinued cases, which can no longer be obtained in any way, and you can see them on the screen. For weapon skins, it is similar to case drops. We have an active drop pool of maps, from which we can get skin drops. The current available skin collections include Inferno 2018, Nuke 2018, the Bank Collection, the Dust 2 Collection, the Italy Collection, the Lake Collection, the Safe House Collection, and the Train Collection. These are the probability distribution for each skin rarity, with consumer-grade skins being the most prevalent, dropping nearly 80% of the time. Currently, there are no covert category skins in the drop pool, but if there were, the chances of getting them would be extremely low. In the past, we could see epic drops of mythical skins like the Dragon Lore or the AWP Medusa. But today, the most expensive skin you can get in the drop is the SG Integrale in factory new condition, priced at €64, or the M4A1S control panel in factory new condition, priced at €40. Finally, for graffiti, I must tell you that the most expensive ones are usually those shaped like hearts. There are also other graffiti, skins, and capsules with very high prices, so if you are interested, I will leave a video here above with the most expensive Counter-Strike drops, but before that I will give you a couple of tips that will help you with the drops. Generally on Wednesdays, the price of cases tends to go down in the market due to the high supply from drops. This price usually stabilizes weekly, but if you want to maximize your profit from selling cases, I recommend saving them to sell on Sunday or Monday. Previously, you could farm cases on community servers or by playing Faceit. However, in Counter-Strike 2, you must play on official servers to gain experience. So the game mode that grants the most experience for faster leveling is competitive or premier. Here's the video about the most expensive drops, and over here, you can subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Thank you very much for watching until the end.